Well, let's bring her out. Hi, Mama. Hi, little girl. See how she works for her food. Come here. Oh, let me get that. Good girl. So these are like little chasing drills that we start with just to get her eating the food. Like, finds it. Good girl. Come here. Let her eat it up. Good girl. And how she comes back to me. We're trying to market a you come back to the owner. So every time she comes back to me, let her find it. This is kind of building her up for the food. Good girl. Good girl. This is called charging the mark. Getting her ready to eat her food. Get it out of my hand right there. It's the first time, right? Eating out of hand. She doesn't do this. She eats out of bowl. Okay, good. Good. Good girl. This next one I'm going to bring her. Now, I would just sit down, just like this, for your whole session. You don't want to hurt your back. She's little, so it's perfect right now. Right, yeah. Good girl. Yep. I'm going to try to get her to sit this time. Come here.
She knows how to sit.
Right. Sit. But sit and look at me. Good girl. That's what I want her to do. Just like that. That pretty little sit where she sat and looked at me. Perfect. For now, right? And we got to keep it going. It's not like she knows how to sit. She has to sit on command. Sit. Good girl. Sit. Good girl. On me? I know it smells on me. These are my dogs. Good girl. Sit. Yeah, good girl. And you hear that noise I'm making? Every time she, instead of yes or okay, we need to make, because those are words we say every day. If we can make it a sound, like you've heard clicker training, people get a click, the food comes. We can do that with our mouth. Instead of a, hey, don't do that, it's a, this is your reward, and she gets her food. So every time she hears that, it's correlating with, right now it's the sit. So I'm trying, that's what I'm trying to get her to do every time. Come here, Mama. Come here. Come here. And you just bring it up, get her attention, sit. Good girl. And she comes to the food. That's why I don't want you to feed her when she's sitting. She needs to move out of that sit because we're trying to tell her when you sit, you have to get the reward. So there should be the excitement at the end of it. Come here, Mama. Good girl. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. How often do you feed her, though? You were feeding her quite a bit?
4 times.
Yeah, we need to limit that.
Small portion.
Yeah, we need to limit that. Yeah. She should eat her whole meal in one sitting. And she's full. Not just like, oh, I need a little bit more.
Because they told me I'm supposed to feed her 4 times.
Right, yeah. Well, I'm saying like from now on, try to do it less. Because you're trying to really manage her energy. And we're not trying to have these like spikes of energy. If you are going to feed her like that, those are training sessions. So I'm not saying don't feed her, but she has to earn her food. She has to work for it, which is working for you. You know, that's the mentality. It's like you're a working dog. We need to teach you to work and move. Really, for me, like the food is definitely the value right now to keep her moving and following it. Come here, good girl. And she hasn't ate from the hand too much, so she's. I got dog smells on me, so she's all distracted. But there's times where you might get 5 minutes, you might get 20 minutes, you might get a couple minutes. But she has to earn it. How I look at it is, okay, if you're not wanting to work for your food, then you're not hungry. It's like most of the time, dogs are, you see it in the wild, they get amped up when they get the food. The lifestyle now is they get food whenever the freak they want. And which is a good thing, but long term is I don't want to treat you or teach you with your food forever. Hi, Mama. You're beautiful.
Working.
She's working. Come here. Good girl. Good girl. Yeah, get that food. Good girl.
Is it not too much for us?
No, it smells clean in here.
Is that
Sit.
bad for the dog? Like too much of it?
I mean,
I air out the house.
yeah, you're fine. It doesn't seem like overwhelming or anything. You're fine. I mean, I think dog training facilities, yes, they're not using like Clorox. They're obviously using pet-friendly things. But it's like I know some that use Clorox and clean. It's like we just got to dilute it, and which your stuff's already diluted. I mean, those are bottles of it. Sit. Good girl. Good girl. Come here. Yeah, there's a good girl. She's gonna be awesome. Sit.
Oh, she's gonna be
Yeah, and I'm like, oh,
She's
this
gonna
is
be awesome.
yeah. Well, these are the dogs that want to do things, right? Like when you see her working, getting excited, fighting, like it's in her nature. She wants to work, and females are actually the stronger ones. They're the ones that are driven more, that want to work harder. I feel like males, we have to build that into them, and then they get it. It's like, I don't know. All my females are pretty naturally driven. They're just like, look at her. She's already excited, jumping around. I know she's a lot more than this throughout the day. Good girl. Good girl.
So play.
And then knock out. Yeah, that's
No,
the pup.
she pees.
Oh, she pees. Well, yeah, that's her getting her body moving. It's like as soon as she's playing, like you know what's going to happen after that. She's getting the juices flowing. It's like after a workout, like a training session, she will definitely go right outside. But I'm always trying to limit her reaction. Like if she's playing right now, luckily she's playing with us. So we want to keep her within this bubble. Come here, good girl. And stay connected. Because when she starts to venture out, she's going to make choices on her own. And that's peeing, and that's pooping right now. Biting on
We
things.
just take her on the deck, and she does go on the deck, but when she comes back in here, she'll play, and then she'll play them 4 more times. And where does all that come from?
I mean,
It's a lot.
the environment is calmer. So outside, she's probably not going to empty her bladder because she gets distracted easily out there. Right inside, she's just going to have fun, and then she's like, oh, I got to pee. And then they go back to that. Good girl. Come here. Sit. Come here. Sit. Come here. No. Come here, mama. Good girl. And this is how I just like to keep her engaged because she's a puppy, so she's getting distracted so easily. Good girl. Not that. This. Here. Not that. Silly. Good girl. Good girl. Yeah, get that. Yeah, good girl. And she's starting to see it now. She's starting to see the foods in my hand. You see how she turned right here? This is like the little turns I want you to do. And then into a sit. Nothing fast, right? It's all slow. I'm trying to keep her within the food. Keeping her engagement right here when she's done chewing. Come here. So see how she's already going away? Get her back. Their like thought process or their visual line of sight, their attention span is like right here. So it's like I lost her. Come here. Come here. Good girl. Good girl. Good. And then we're going to try this side. So I'm going to bring her over here. Have her follow me. Good girl. Nice and slow. Turn her. Oh, not that way. I want her to follow my leg. So she should always turn towards you. Okay, Sylvia? She should always come this way or this way. She shouldn't go out away from you. Here, I'm going to have you do a little bit with her so she can see it from you. Both hands, we need food in. So you have 2 sides that we can lure her. Got to get her moving a little bit. Katinka. Good girl. Right when she got 2. Yep. Oh, slower. Just feed her right there. Make her move when she does it. Go to your other hand. Yeah. Yes. Yep. Bring food closer to her face. There she goes. Closer. Don't pull away too fast. Keep her right in the pocket. Keep her right in there. Yep. Yes. Bring her hand up a little bit. Bring her hand up a little bit. Now, see how she sat? I don't want you to feed her until she sits and you go, ch. That's when she gets fed. Every time she hears, ch, it correlates with the food, with the behavior.
So you want her to sit first and then feed her?
Yep. Yep.
Okay.
So she did great. She turned around. She sat. Yep. Get it close to her. Close to her mouth. Keep it close. Nice and slow. Yep. One more turn. Up close. Don't. Oh, she's losing it. That's just fine. This is the game right now. A lot of patience for you. Bring her to your other hand. Oh, there she goes. I know. Lulu's a distraction. See, but she's barking over there. There you go. Yeah, keep her moving. Keep her moving. Good girl. Good girl. Yep. One more turn. Yep. Sit. Bring your hand up a little bit. Now. Yeah. Good girl. Feed it to her. Good girl. And you see how she's starting to work for it? She just needs to be a little bit hungrier. That's it. She didn't get fed this morning?
No.
Well.
I got up at 6 o'clock in the morning and they were already getting their positions to eat.
And she is probably hungry. She just hasn't been seeing this picture. So she's like, oh, I have to keep working for it. I have to keep getting it. Sit. Yep. Bring your hand up a little bit. Hand up straight up. Oh, she got distracted. Crazy girl. Crazy girl.
No.
Oh no.
No.
Oh no. Yeah, get her moving. Get out of that down. Get her moving. As soon as she gets up, get out of that couch. Come here, mama. Come on. Come on. Throw your food. See if she'll move for it. Good girl. She's gonna go find it, and then when she comes back to you, make her come back to you. I want you to do that throwing drill again. Now throw it. Make a sound. Throw it. Good girl. Got some more food next to you. You want to at least have 4 in your hand in each hand so she can smell it all. Good girl. Back to you. Now try to get her into a sit right in front of you. Right here. Sit. Sit.
Sit.
Bring her hand up just a little bit so she reaches for it and it'll bring her butt down.
Sit. Sit.
No, bring your hand up. Bring your hand up. She'll sit down. Make her move. Make her move. I don't want her behind your feet anymore unless you ask for that. Right now, right? It's like she's going in there as like a hiding spot. Like it's calm and she knows where she's supposed to be. But you're trying to get her in front of you and she went behind you. Yeah, get her off that foot. Yeah, you're doing great. Keep her focused. There you go. Move her.
She found it.
Found it. Nice. That's all good. Feed her right there. Feed her. Good. So you go. That's not a mark. Like I do that to like get my dog's attention. Hey, come here. But you got to make it a sound or say yes or something. Like normal treat training, right? Puppy training, we hear yes all the time. Yes, and dog gets a treat. Yes, dog gets a treat. But we say yes all the time.
Yeah.
We say okay all the time. Now, yes, we don't say it like that. Yes and okay. Yep, you're doing fine. Now, when you feed her, do that. So wait for her to sit. Yep, now go. Yes, yes, thank you. And she even perked up. She even went towards it. That's what I want. I want a quick reaction when you hear that. Yeah. Nice. Yep. Don't let her get distracted right here. Yep, don't lose her. Now sit, bring your hand up just a little bit. Yes, yes, yes. Boom. Sylvia, you seen the pattern? This is what you're doing for the first week. Just left and right sit, left and right sit, or yeah. And then in front of you too. So we're trying to have really 4 positions. You have left and right, front, and then when she gets in between your feet, your middle position. That is a position. So when we want her there, you're like, okay, sit in my middle. She's gonna be an awesome dog where she's big and powerful. Oh, got that bully stick. Yes, I love it. Come here, Mama. Come here. Yeah, get that. Yeah, get that. Let's play a little bit with her. So this is pretty good because she's like engaging and getting excited. I always want you to play with your dog, of course, because this is the balance to like her training. It's not just treat training every time. It's like, okay, we're engaging right here. We're playing with this bully stick so you can chew on it a little bit. Good girl. And then she comes back to it. I always like to push dogs. Like, good girl. Because you want her to come back to you. So you push her away and she's like, oh, I want to get that. And you push her away and you're like, oh, good girl, good girl. And these are those times where you should be more hands-on. Good girl. So she doesn't run away from you. Like, she's engaged with the bone. So these are those times where I can always like grab you a little bit, touch you. Good girl, yes. Yeah, you're a sweet girl. Yeah, yeah, good girl. Good girl. Good, you're a crazy one. I see you coming out. Sit. And then we can go back to something. Sit. Come here, Mama. Come here. Come here. Come here, Mama. Come here. No, don't go that way. Don't go that way. Good girl. Good girl. I like to be the hands-on. Remember I was talking about that a lot? So making sure that she's comfortable with you grabbing her here and not getting freaked out. Because you want a submissive dog. You want her to give in to you. When you grab her and you hold her down and you relax her, she should be like, fine. Freak. Yeah, good girl. Just like that. And the purpose is, you're not going to be holding your dog down and doing those things. But sometimes you might have to grab your dog and help them and for them not to freak out. I've seen that quite a bit where you try to grab your dog and they react. And it's like, man, we as the adults or as the owners, we should be able to do anything to you. We're not trying to hurt you. But if I grab you, you can't react to it. Like this. And you see that little crazy girl coming out? Like all this stuff, petting her mouth, not letting her freak out. These little freak outs that you can't let her get a little tantrum and go wild with it. I'm just holding you. I'm not doing anything hard to you. And then when she gives in, like she's doing, freak, yeah, good girl. Good girl, yeah. And then pair it up with something positive, because that's a little stress right there that I'm trying to induce into her. I'm putting this is intentional, me holding you, you freaking out, so you can be comfortable with all that when you're old. Yeah, good girl. Good girl. Good girl. You're a sweet mama. You're a sweet girl. You're a sweet girl. And then some food now. I'm going to go back to the food. I'm going to try to balance it with a little bit of food. Come here. Come here, Mama. Come here. Here, you try, since she's been working for you. This will probably be good. Yep. Yep, don't let her up there. Okay. Yeah. In like a month, less than.
I know.
Yeah, oh, she's going to be getting up there pretty soon, I bet you. Okay, I'll hold the food. She's not looking for you for it. Throw it again. Make that sound. Yeah, she heard it. Good girl. Back to you. Back to mom. Yep. Throw it. Good girl. Back to you again. Keep her engaged. Good girl. Yeah, see if you can get him to a sit. Bring your hand up just a little bit. Yep, right there. Perfect. Up. Oh, get her back to it. You had it. Turn her around. Hand and mouth in the pocket. Yep. I'd give it to her. Make her move a little bit. Just a little bit. Go to your other hand. Yep. Perfect. You're doing awesome. That's going to happen. It's going to start to happen, especially when she starts to work for the food. I try not to pull your hand away really fast. Bring your hand up. Up, up. Don't lose her. You're a rat. Hey, she's still hungry. Like, these are things I like to see. A dog that's still trying.
Break.
Now. Yeah, give it to her. This one from your hand. So the next one from your hand. Have her sit in front of you, right there. Bring your hand up. Oh, don't lose her yet. And this is why I wouldn't throw too many on the ground, because she's going to start to look to the ground for her treats. Yes. Yep. Push her back a little bit. Now, towards you. Make her move. Don't throw it. 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 That's what she's doing. She's hearing it and she's going to the ground. Just at the beginning, right? Yep.
Come here.
Give it to her.
Come here.
Lost it. She might have to go potty. Let's not let her go. Come here. No, 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 no. Outside?
Yeah.
You okay with that? That's really important. Like a tug with her. Because this is still like the stick. Now she's going to always hold it. So she's not going to let go. Good girl. Good girl. I like roll up a sock. Like put a few socks together. The dogs can chew on them. And
You put your shoe back on.
That's all right.
Let me get your socks back.
That's all right. Good girl. Yeah. Good girl. Oh my goodness. You're adorable. You're adorable. You're adorable. Yeah, your sisters, what are they doing in there? What are your sisters doing in there? What are your sisters doing in there? Good girl. No, come here.
Come here. Come. Katrina, come.
Yeah. Good girl. Good girl. You're a killer. You're a killer. You're a killer. And this is important because we need to exercise some of that choice out of her, that energy, that rage sometimes that they get. Her bitey, she's a bitey girl. It's like, okay, we let you bite, but only when we engage with you in certain things, right? So you're not just grabbing shoes and socks. I tell you what you can chew on and grab. And I know she's going to grab certain things and be defiant like that. She's a puppy. I'll just put it back in here for a little bit. No, sit down.